In the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A man who played his prep ball in nearby Frisco, it's Madden21. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 26. They'll go right back to the 1 group. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Rodgers. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Christian McCaffrey with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. tackle there by Lewis Seen.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 26. To throw is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards. All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lance. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 21-0 our score after 1. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Rodgers going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time. They get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here we go. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And Lance now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Here's Bass now to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll buy some time right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. McCaffrey, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step one on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Lance. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Lamb. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll find Nwangu underneath, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go save pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returnable here from the 38. A little juke. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers caught right side, Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you got to find a way to clear the guy running. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, 626.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Hey, 88.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Complete, Jefferson the target. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Rodgers again now. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen from 3 yards out. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Cowboys make over 1st down again at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 12. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at him. We've got him now.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready.
And they take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said,